Well, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Hello, everyone. I'm Buddy Pearson, the Communications and Marketing Supervisor. I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You know, school is officially out for the winter break, and students won't be back until January 5th. But for the past couple of weeks, students, faculty, and staff have been gearing up for the holidays with all sorts of dress-up days, chorus, and band concerts. And it has been a festive time for everyone, including our newly crowned Principal of the Year, Heather Tinch from Burks Elementary. And joining us now is the new Principal of the Year, Heather Tinch from Burks Elementary. First of all, congratulations. I loved when the prize patrol came up to give you your cake as being a reward school. Mm-hmm. And then Mr. King just says, oh, by the way, that's not the only thing that we're announcing today. And when he announced that you were the Principal of the Year, it's like...
I was shocked. I was not expecting that at all. I was ready for our cake.
Yeah.
You know, my faculty and staff, we were ready for that reward school cake.
Yes.
For the third year in a row. So I was expecting that, was ready for that, and I was absolutely shocked. But I'm honored and I'm humbled by that.
Yeah. Mr. King and I, we were talking about how for 3 years in a row now, he has gotten to go to the banquet for the Tennessee Department of Education for the Excellence Awards because we've had a finalist there.
Yes.
So, you know, no pressure, but you have to keep it
That's
going.
a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. I'm well aware of that.
Diana Wood, Tara Brooks, Dr. Paul. So there you go.
I know, and yeah, absolutely. They've set the bar extremely high, and I respect all of those ladies, and I'm just honored to be in this position to represent my school because that's what this is about. It's a representation of the people that I have at Burks, my faculty, my staff, our students, our families, and the Monterey community. So that's where the honor is in being able to represent all of them.
Now, how long have you been at Burks?
This is year 5.
Year 5.
Yes, it's year 5 for me.
And this year, I mean, your 5th year as being a principal.
Yes, yes. I spent 8 years being an assistant principal at Prescott before that. But yeah, this is year 5 of being the principal at Burks.
So in 5 years, you have a reward school. You have a school that learned an A in the letter grades.
For 2 years in a row.
Who's counting?
Who's counting? We're excited about that.
And Principal of the Year. So it looks like things are going pretty well at Burks.
We do. We have wonderful people. We have amazing teachers. We have wonderful support staff. And we've got kids that are excited to learn. They're coming, they're ready. Their parents support us so much. So we've got all the right ingredients to obtain excellence. And I'm very proud of the progress that we've been able to make over the last 3 years.
And, you know, and it is about academic progress, but you also make it fun. You and your assistant principal, Dana Cook, do an awesome job of making things fun. It doesn't matter what it is. There's always something fun going on.
It is. You know, this job brings a whole lot of joy.
Yeah.
And we want to have that kind of culture and climate where students want to come to school, where faculty and staff want to be there, because that creates the type of environment where learning can take place.
Yeah. Now, I know you love your students, you love your faculty, you love your staff, but how ready are you for a break?
Oh, I think all of us are ready for a break.
Yeah.
I'll be able to see my daughter. You know, she lives away, so she's going to be able to come in for a few days, and we're going to be able to see, you know, family over the break. So that's going to be fun.
Now, I know she's she's a stewardess on you know, with an airline, so you're always jet setting somewhere across the world. Are you going to go on any fabulous trips during
we'll see
the holidays?
We'll see. That goes with flying standby. So if space available, you never know where we might end up. But we're looking forward to being home for several days.
Is there anything that you're really looking forward to as far as when the next year starts, when you get the third 9 weeks started and that spring semester started?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going to be ready to look at some of our latest data and really see how our kids are performing, make adjustments students as needed. This third 9 weeks, it's really an important 9 weeks. We have lots of things still to accomplish, and so we're going to be looking at goals for our students, and again, just seeing where they are and seeing what they need before testing comes around in the last 9 weeks.
Yeah. What do you like best about being a principal?
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of things that I love about that. It's just I think one of the most special things is the trust that parents give me. I mean, they're trusting their babies in my care. Yeah. And that's very special, and I don't take that privilege lightly. I'm a little bit of a celebrity at the elementary school. They think I'm pretty amazing, but no, it's the relationships though. Yeah. That is first and foremost. The relationships with my kids, with my teachers. We're a family. Yeah. And so that to me is probably the most special thing about being a principal is all of that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, anybody that will wear an elf costume, the students have to love you. The students have to love you.
That is true. So this has been dress up week. So anyway, my husband's been quite entertained whenever I've been going out the door or coming in. But that makes it fun, and the kids have been looking forward to all of those things. And we want to have that environment where they enjoy coming to school. Right. And they're ready to learn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations on being named the Principal of the Year, and hope it's been so much fun to watch all the stuff that has been going on at Berks. Love coming up on the mountain, and just the kids are so welcoming and loving, and you and Diana do a great job. So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Diana. You mentioned her. I couldn't do what I do without her as well.
You make a good team.
We absolutely make a good team.
You work well with the high school with Bree.
Miss Wheeler and Miss France and Mr. Novak. We love our team on the mountain. Yeah. We have a lot of fun, but we have big plans. Yeah. We've seen a lot of things happen. Band and chorus over the last couple of years has just that's taken off. Yes. This morning we had an in-school performance for chorus and band. Really? And at one point the band is playing and the entire gym is singing along. Oh my goodness. And I just happened to think 2 years ago we didn't have that. Right. So seeing what has grown and that's just part of making sure that our kids have those opportunities. Yeah. And we were excited to see them take it.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for having me here. Yeah.
And while we're on the subject of award-winning employees, we have to bring in our new Supervisor of the Year in Jason Stickler. And, we've had Diana Wood, who was on here, who was the Tennessee State Supervisor of the Year. So no pressure, man. I'm just saying, no pressure.
Not at all.
Being the Putnam County Supervisor of the Year, the bar is up here now.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. I'll tell you, Dr. Wood is such an exceptional leader. And, and definitely a lot of pressure and big shoes to fill there. So, she is an exceptional leader. Does a tremendous job, across the district, and such a positive impact. Not only just with working with our principals in our elementary schools, but our students as well. Yeah. Just exceptional leader.
Well, you are pretty exceptional yourself. You are the guru of testing and data, and in the last few weeks, you've been in your element because we've been getting a lot of data, a lot of results back from the state. When you talk about reward schools, exemplary status as a school system, and then just recently the letter grades, where 14 schools with an A or B in Putnam County.
I tell you, and we talked about this last time we were here about, some good news. We always say, good news coming out. Wait for the good news coming out. And I tell you, this week we have just had another round of great news. And those were those state letter grades, and a lot of schools receiving an A and a B there, which is a testament to the wonderful job that our teachers and our students do, and just basically our community all the way around. Just that team effort going forward to really do well on this. we had 6 schools, in fact, that made an A. Allgood Middle, Berks, Capshaw, Cookeville High, Northeast, and Prescott South Elementary, all making A's. And then we had a couple schools even, and this is a great thing here. We had Allgood and Cookeville for 3 years in a row. Yeah, 3 years in a row has scored an A on their school report card. So very, very,
awesome.
Very proud of them.
And as Heather Tinch reminded us, Berks for 2 years in a row.
Right. Yeah. Berks has been doing very well, performing very well. In these categories, and when we say they make an A or a B,
right.
That's very impactful. It's not an easy thing to achieve.
Yeah.
We're talking about, the percentage of students meeting and exceeding on TCAP, the amount of growth that each student makes throughout the year, how well we're working with our at-risk students in the building. So really, when you look at a school that has an A or a B, we're looking at schools that are having a tremendous positive impact on students.
Yeah. Say I'm a school and I say, okay, Jason, I want to make an A on the criteria that the state sets for us to do this. What would be your advice to them? What would you tell them?
Well, the formula is set up mostly revolving around the TCAP assessment at the end of the year. Okay. So, let's say for our K through 8 schools, achievement is 50% of their total letter grade.
Okay.
And so basically what that means is the percentage of students that met or exceeded on TCAP at the end of the year, just straight, out of the box achievement. And then 40%, so now we're up to 90% of their grade. 40% is how much students grew.
Yeah.
So not necessarily a student, meeting or exceeding on TCAP. You could have a student that doesn't meet or exceed, but makes tremendous growth, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
That are really in there working with students and growing them from point A to point B. Yes, our ultimate goal would be for them to be up in the meets exceeds category.
Right.
But we do get held accountable for just growth alone as well, and that's 40% of the grade. So, achievement 50%,
right.
Growth 40%, and then how well the other 10% is how well we're impacting our struggling students in the building. Students who are at risk, how we are growing them throughout the year. Our high schools kind of work the same way. Achievement is 50%, growth is 30%. And then we have some CCR, college career readiness indicators. How many students, 21 or more on ACT. Sure. Things like that. Yeah. They get kind of sprinkled in there a little bit, but again, most of it falls on the TCAP at the end of the year.
Awesome. Yeah. You like your job, don't you?
I love my job. Yeah.
What is it you like about your job?
What we do in data and testing and accountability, it's kind of the end game, the result of what we want to see in the district. It's a measure of how well we are impacting our students on a daily basis. And so to me, that's I just find that really exciting. And then taking our results and then going and planning for success in the future.
Right.
That's wonderful work there. At the end of the year, we start getting our data in, then it's planning into the next year. So what have we done? What's worked? What hadn't worked? And we really to get down and analyze that data for good positive improvement.
Yeah. You look back at this first semester, this whole fall, there has been a lot of successes. We have really enjoyed a lot of successes. What are you looking forward to in the spring? From a data and testing perspective, we're probably not going to have the same accolades that we've had in the fall, but what are you looking forward to in the spring?
Well, we have several things. I know looking forward to, if we look at ACT, our 11th graders taking ACT in the spring, and we have some enhancements coming to ACT. So I really believe that those enhancements are going to not only help our students be a little bit more successful in ACT, but how that impacts our district as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then again, it's hard not to say just continuing the positive momentum.
Yeah.
Let's just keep on going and moving forward, which is exciting. We've been on a positive trend now for several years.
Yeah.
And so that in itself is just exciting to say, hey, let's just kick it up a notch and just keep moving forward, see how far we can go.
Yeah. Is there anything from a numbers perspective or a data perspective that you want to talk about or bring up or make people aware of?
I think one of the things that we look forward to or look at when we go into spring is we don't talk about this too much, but our benchmarks and our screener assessments. So, if there was an area that we would need to kind of focus on or maybe talk about a little bit would be those screeners. Because what we do is with our iReady screeners and our Dibbles and our Ames Web, those are very important throughout the year.
Sure.
I know we take TCAP and ACT and everything in the year, but those screeners and the benchmarks that we do throughout the year kind of let us know, what percentage of students are we looking at that could possibly be in this scoring category at the end of the year. Yeah. And that's extremely important because even as a classroom teacher, I can look and say, well, out of my, 20, 25 kids that I have in my classroom, 25% of them are set to exceed. Yeah. But I've got this particular group of students over here that we might want to do some modifications or some instructional adjustments to make sure that we get them successful and ready for TCAP at the end of the year.
Gotcha. Yeah. Do you have big plans for Christmas?
I am looking forward to some quiet here.
No number crunching.
Yeah, putting the calculator away.
Yeah.
But no, just having some downtime, some peace and quiet a little bit.
Yeah, with your wife and your son.
That's right. Yeah, with wife and son, and really just spending some home time with them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Jason Stickler, the new supervisor of the year, you now are carrying the torch now for the next year, and hopefully this time next year we'll be talking about Jason Stickler being the Tennessee supervisor. I mean, hey, we got some momentum going, man.
Yeah.
We're Putnam County.
We're
showing up at state. So thank you for all that you do. And if there's, so glad to see you get this because you work so hard, and a lot of people don't see all the things that you do. And like you said, testing, data, accountability. I mean, the results are showing up.
Yeah.
And that's what really we're seeing. We're seeing the results of all those things coming together.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. See, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And time now to turn our attention to the student spotlight, where we have Cookeville High's Riley Panzer, who recently scored a 36 on the ACT. You can't really get much better than that, can you? No, that's about as good as you can get.
Yep.
Yeah. So when you got your score back, well, first of all, going into it, did you do a lot of prep work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I studied a lot, especially for the math section, because that's the only section that I didn't already have a 36 on from my previous test.
Okay. So you'd taken it before?
Yes.
Yeah.
I took it in junior year, and I made a 35. And I made a 36 on every section except the math, where I made a 33, and it was just enough to bring that down.
35 just wasn't good enough. You had to go back for the 36.
Well, I mean, it was really good, but I wanted that perfect score.
Yeah.
So
you studied the math part, and then when you went and took the test, did you feel pretty good about it?
I did.
Yeah. So you weren't really surprised when you got the 36 back?
Well, okay, I was kind of surprised. I did go into the test with a mindset like I'm going to make a 36 this time, but I was still like really, really excited about it when it happened.
So making a 36 on ACT, what does that do? What kind of doors does that open for you?
I'd say it puts you on the map for a lot of colleges. Like a high ACT score doesn't have to be a 36. Like even if it's just anywhere in the 30 or above range really puts you on the map for colleges, but 36 puts you in the top bracket for scholarships and things like that.
Yes. So were you wanting to do that because there's a particular school that you want to go to where you want them to give you a lot of money? So
there are a lot of selective schools that I'm applying to, and where I was with my math score, especially before, it wasn't quite up to par with their expectations. So I just wanted it to get there.
Get there, yeah. So what are some of the schools that you're looking at?
Well, my dream school is MIT, which is, it's really, really selective. Yeah. So there's that. And I'm applying to a lot of other schools because, MIT is...
What's your fallback schools? Harvard, Yale, just some of the fallbacks? No.
No, Harvard is definitely not a fallback for me. But I don't know. I don't really have a lot of
you want to go to MIT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm applying to a lot of state schools too. Like I recently applied to UT Austin and UTK.
Okay.
And I'm planning to apply to the University of Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Schools that just have really good engineering programs.
Yeah.
I'm looking at those.
It's a pretty good school here in Cookeville. It's got a pretty good engineering program.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. I am keeping that in mind.
So obviously you want to follow the path of engineering. How did you decide that's kind of the path that you want to follow?
Well, I mean, I've honestly been interested in STEM my entire life.
Awesome.
And I've known I've been interested in engineering, but I really decided what area of engineering I wanted to go into just this past summer when I went to Governor's School for Science and Engineering.
Yeah, and that was at Tennessee Tech?
Yeah, no, it was at UTK. Yeah,
okay.
They do have a Governor's School here at Tennessee Tech, though. But I took a course in materials science and engineering, and I really, really loved it. And I was like, this is what I want to major in.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, that's when I decided specifically on materials.
Yeah. How's your senior year going? I mean, obviously, knowing now that you made a 36 on the ACT, it's going much better. So how's it been going besides that? I
mean, I think it's been going pretty well. Taking a lot of tough classes this year, so it is a little bit stressful. Yeah. But, it's also my last year, so I kind of there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. I'm almost done.
That's right. You're halfway there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. So besides academics, which we know that you're thriving in, do you have any other kind of activities or involved in anything else?
Yeah, I'm on the tennis team, which right now we're on hiatus for the winter.
Oh yeah.
Too cold to do tennis right now.
Yes, it is, unless you're indoors.
Yeah, and I also play viola, and I play in the Curb Youth Symphony which is through Vanderbilt University. It's their top youth orchestra, also sponsored by the Nashville Symphony.
Awesome.
And what else is there? Oh, how could I forget? I'm part of Cyber Patriots, which is a national cybersecurity competition thing.
Yes.
And I'm also vice president of Mu Alpha Theta, a national math honor society. I'm vice president of our school's chapter, and I'm also state secretary. So I'm planning this next year's state convention.
Awesome.
Which is really fun.
And I know you've started something. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I actually started a chapter of WeSTEM, which is an international organization for women in STEM. And the chapter that I started here at Cookeville High School is actually the first chapter of WeSTEM in Tennessee. So I'm really excited about that. And we're currently looking for more members to do, and we want to do outreach around Cookeville, because there are a lot of elementary and middle schools that are really overlooked, in especially in the STEM department, in the STEM field. And I went to Capshaw, so I didn't really experience as much of that. But I know some of my friends went to schools that had less support from parents and teachers, and we really want to just help not just young girls but anyone realize how great STEM is and really get them excited about that.
Awesome. It sounds like you're making the most of your senior year for sure, but now school is out, and what are you doing for Christmas break?
College applications.
College applications.
Well, hopefully I'll get done with them in the first part, and then I can relax.
Yeah. So is there anything that you're really looking forward to in the spring? I mean, tennis, obviously, that's going to be something that's going to be fun to participate in, but graduation, that's always going to be something great.
Yeah.
And just think about it. This is December, and in May, you're going to be graduating. Yeah. Has that sunk into the parents? I mean, have they realized?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, is there something about school? I mean, you're involved in so much, and you're thriving academically. Have you always loved school? Has that always been something that you really enjoyed? Or do you just like being busy?
I'm not sure if I like being busy. I do like relaxing sometimes.
Yeah.
But I haven't really always loved school. I think this past couple years, I've started to like it more because I've been taking more AP classes.
Okay.
And I know that sounds like weird, like, oh, I love these difficult classes.
But you like being challenged.
I do like being challenged. And it's also like the teachers that I have, I'd say it's really rare to find an AP teacher that doesn't really love what they're teaching.
Yeah.
And it makes learning in their class so much more fun because they know the subject material like the back of their hand, and they just like they love it and they love teaching it.
Yeah.
So it makes it a lot easier to learn, I think, and a lot more fun to learn.
Yeah. Just off the subject, favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Die Hard. It is a Christmas movie.
It is.
It is. Thank you. Listen, we have somebody with a perfect 36 on ACT. She knows what she's talking about. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yes, it's true. All right. Well, congratulations on your academic achievements, on what you're doing. And, man, I know you're looking forward to graduating. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed that you get into MIT because that would be totally awesome.
It would.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week. As we wrap up the show, let's look back at some of the holiday cheer from our students and faculty and staff. Merry Christmas, everybody, and Happy New Year.